that it's a bit too small to do. Take yours out. So yes, what? I do not know. Although when I pointed out that it's often better off watching these live when it's finished and it's uploaded. And yeah, here she comes. She's still on the scent of something. Don't know what. Right, let's get walking. Otherwise I'll be here all night and I've still got to go and feed these wee beasties. Walking down a different part of the hill. You happy for people to watch? Who are you waiting on? You're off again. Okay. Reconnecting this computer. This phone now. One thing we New Zealand is you've got rubbish internet signal. You want to go out, don't plan on doing a lot unless you've got action somewhere secret, obviously. Probably coming up here. Yep, through a fence. Nippy Opal. Doesn't stand in any way, she just goes through it. Poppy's not in any great big hurry. I think the girls are hanging out with me go back to work. We've been working here at home for 2 days solidly. And so they've been supervising us. And it's exhausting because they've been awake watching what we're doing. So I really think they're hanging out for us to go back and do something other than be here at home. They just like to sleep too much, especially in the morning. They're not really morning people, and I don't blame them. They're heading into winter and autumn at the moment, so mornings are not the warmest. And yeah, there's Opal over there just running and enjoying herself, having a blast. Oh, there's water in that trough, that's good. Been fixing water issues around the farm, so that was yesterday morning's job before we got back into insulating the kennels. And we had Ink come and walk with us yesterday afternoon, which was lovely. And I just took him and Mary. Yes, that's what I told you about yesterday, but you wouldn't believe me. And now you're on day old scent, aren't you? Yes. Yes. Maybe you should have listened to me yesterday, Opal. Would have been way more exciting. We've made the decision that we don't need to buy a new water. That's the one we've got. These are the donkeys. Oh, they're not really donkeys. They're not donkeys in the true sense, but they are. They're horses, but I call them my donkeys because they don't do a lot. They're not ridden. They're all retired from, well, 3 of them are retired from being retired. One of them's retired from being Lake's riding horse. And it's Velvet. And it's just how it is at the moment. Time, there's only so much time in the day. Here we go. Here comes Brun. We're not putting a lot of energy into things today. I didn't yesterday, we went for a walk, so it makes me think that this time I'm at work is when they're sound asleep, and they're more than happy, except for Opal maybe, to do their thing and to just be sleeping most of the day, as newts are. Oh yes, of course, she's found a gross dirty trough, the one that didn't get emptied and cleaned. She'll be coming out brown. Yep, here she comes. We're going to go up to the other gate and go for a walk. We've got a few people on today. It'd be really nice to, if you could tell me who and where you're from. I'd love to know more about what you guys are doing instead of me rabbiting on. Pretty boring. Yeah, it's always wonderful to have a conversation with people who are here. It's Poppy. Nice to go for a walk with people and talk. Doesn't matter what time of day or night it is. In fact, it's probably more likely to be a different time of day or a different country from here. But if you've been on before, all you've to just throw us a thumb so I know you've been before. It's kind of nice to know that people are coming back. I'm only a little channel, only a little person. Everything we do ourselves. And I don't know if anybody knows, but I've just been got by some of these webs. I don't know if you can see them. I had a huge big thing online. Where's your sister, Poppy? She's way over there. Let's have a zoom in and see where she is. Yep. Way over there. She's coming now, by the looks of it. Oh my goodness. Good girl. Trying to get the girls looking fab at the moment. I think they're really doing well. So I've done the bottom part where there's, I don't know, I'd like to say that there's less connection down there and we get dropped a lot down the other end of the park, but to be honest, it can be anywhere. I took a photo of this the other day. It's just beautiful, the colours it's coming. No, it's autumn colours and it's a sign of, you know, going into hibernation, but the beautiful colours that you can see. I might have to go around the other side of the tree, but really love the liquid amber. It's just gorgeous colours. Stands out in the green, makes for a lovely photo. There, just like that. Isn't that lovely? Now, if we could just get you guys like just to sit nicely in front of the tree, and we don't have a broken post that I need to fix at some point, then we'd be okay. But not today by the looks of it. Okay, let's go and have a look at the other liquid amber. It's not as far into its change of season. It's a little bit greener, which is nice. So I expect that will go really deep purpley red in the next week or so. And the other ones, so that conker's lost some of its leaves. That conker's got a little bit, and this conker's doing amazing. London Plain, otherwise known as. Also, I've been told anyway. So if you know better, please feel free to put me straight. This is the other liquid amber. We do have one over there. If you look above the cow, you might see some brown sticks. It's not doing so well. We first planted the liquid ambers, the sheep got into them, and I did say we needed sheep netting, and then someone finally believed me when 2 out of 3 had been eaten. This is the one that wasn't eaten by the sheep, but looking at the shape of it, I suspect the horses have nibbled their way through it at some point. Can't quite see the colour with the other one over there spot, and yet I'm a lot closer to the house in this paddock. It's amazing. There's Brun. I think a coat. It's been a tough couple of days. Can you smell that I can't smell? Probably lots of things. And okay, so we need to. Yeah, so some of the things that you come across when you're out doing. Yeah, so some of the things that you come across when you're out doing lifestyle block walks, which I try to do regularly. Not always perfect, but I do my best. You need to check your water, you need to check your fences. See what other things you notice. It's really good to just go and look, and don't be scared of looking and seeing logs here that need picking up at some point. And notice the changes in the grass. Like, we're getting into autumn, we're getting into winter. We've had a couple of cold nights, down to 6 degrees. Whew, that was pretty chilly. So it's killed the grass off. You can see the old straw grass. That'll just slowly break into the soil and give it a little bit of nutrition. Not a lot, but something. You see this paddock here, we haven't heavily grazed this one this year. Looks like someone came out my driveway. So that's not been heavily grazed for a day or two. Well, a year or two. We do try to go easy on some of our paddocks. There's the sheep. We've got Arapawa crosses, and I think the white one's a Pole Dorset cross. There's only 6. They're elderly, they're retired. We're not going to eat them. Yes, as I thought. That trough needs fixing. Yep. So, yeah, it's just looking at fences, looking at things that might break. Horses are really good at breaking things. You know, I totally understand why people don't own horses and they just have cattle and sheep. But saying that, cattle just as bad. Cattle sit on gates. Cattle break posts. And so we replaced the post, but we didn't trim it off. Yeah, so lots and lots of different things happening. But yeah, look after your water, look after your soil, and the rest of it generally takes care of itself. I have been noticing a few wasps around because we're getting into autumn as well. Hello, if you're new here, please talk to me. Instead of letting me rabbit on, feel free to have a conversation with me. You know, put some words in the comments or some actions or something. Let me know where you're from. So it's New Zealand. We've spent the weekend insulating the kennels. Which was fixing water troughs. But we've come to the conclusion that we need a new pump. So that'll be put on the shopping list at some point. Then we've got to decide whether our purse can afford a submersible one, or whether we just go back with a standard old Davies pump. Davies is good, but it's above the ground. Just that when it stops or it needs rebooting, you've got to make sure you've got water to re-trigger the system and get it going again. That's Opal. She's got lots of energy, lots of go. She's charging around, which is great. The girls, on the other hand, I think they're a bit disappointed that they've missed their sleep in because we got up early, and I think they're also they're a bit like twins really, those two. They're best of buds, which is lovely, but they're chalk and cheese, completely different. Absolutely. Bryn's very independent, does her own thing, is very food motivated when it comes to my dinner, as long as I haven't cooked it. If I've cooked it, forget that. Apparently I'm the world's best too. Many years ago, our first Newfoundland, she would say the same sort of thing. And that's interesting. I thought Poppy was coming in season, maybe Bryn's coming in season 2. That would be handy if they were both close together. Where are you two going? Don't get in that trough, Poppy. You come. No. Good girl. We'll go back this way. Come on. We're going back this way. Come on. Come on. Good girl. Oh. Brindley, was I growling you? I'm sorry. This is the problem. You're both black dogs. I know. You're both black dogs, aren't you, Brindley? Brindley doesn't think the sun shines out on my backside. Poppy can't breathe without me. 2 different individuals. She's a daddy's girl. Always has been. Always the biggest puppy in the litter. I don't know what she's like compared to other sisters, because there's 1 or 2 I haven't seen since they left. But hoping to do some road trips this year at some point, as I say every year, and go and see them, which would be lovely. So, put some AstroTurf down the other weekend in the dog park, which means that now the cyclone's gone, I can pull all the equipment off. If you're coming with an elderly dog and they just want to sit and no doubt the girls are going to go in the pool, so I'll give you a little look on the pool, see what it's like. Here we go. Here we go, lots of leaves. Yes, I haven't done much of the pool. Doing the insulation. So yes, are you going in, Poppy, or not? Oh, you are. Come on in. Are you coming in, Bryn? Good girl.